are back with a fun-filled day celebrating the kickoff of National Craft Month with lots of fun demos for you guys, products and giveaways.
That's right. And if you weren't here, we already did a broadcast this morning at 8 o'clock and did a lot of fun stuff there. This is our second one for the day, and we're also going to be going live at noon and 2. So that's 4 broadcasts just today with tons of fun stuff because it's National Craft Month.
Yay!
So obviously we have to, do a little bit more than our regular Tuesday.
Make it a little more special.
So at the 8 o'clock hour, we had a challenge that was lucky. This challenge is going to be something different. So let's go see what's happening with Emily on the chat. She'll be chatting with you guys and she'll tell you all about the challenge for this broadcast.
Hey guys, so a lot of people thank you for everyone who joined us at the 8 a.m. broadcast and who's back with us now. Thanks to all the new people that are joining us. It sounds like we even have some people here for the first time, so we're so excited to have you. We are announcing the winner of the Lucky Challenge at the end of this broadcast, but we're going to kick you off on the next challenge right now. If you haven't been in our Facebook event yet, there is a post that's open there of a live, it's an intro post, so just go introduce yourself. That is open until 11:59 p.m. tonight. In that post, you could enter to win a silhouette cameo too. Our challenge for this hour is going to be Easter and spring themed. We gave you a little hint at the end of the last broadcast with that cute woven Easter basket video. So there's going to be a live post in there that you can post your photos in, and that's how you enter the challenge. It's going to be pinned to the top. I will send a direct link to that post as soon as it's up, and that will be open until 12 p.m. Central when we come back for our next broadcast.
So many challenges.
Hopefully you guys have your creative hats on and you are participating in these challenges because we love seeing what you guys come up with. So.
Yes. So just so everybody is clear, there's the Facebook event that's going on right now where you can add your pictures for the challenges that are happening or just introduce yourself on that welcome post. Mm-hmm. And then there's obviously here where we're live and you can chat with Emily on the chat there and she'll kind of relay your questions and all of that to us. So if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about, just let us know in the chat.
And I'm actually going to share with you guys an Easter project that I did. And this is going to be a little Pom Pom bunny that I made using a Pom Pom maker. Because here at Blitsy, it's one of our favorite tools. So I'm going to quickly show you guys how to create adorable little Pom Pom bunnies. And a special one, chicks as well. So we'll start with the Pom Pom bunnies. So you're going to grab I already made a large one, but I'm going to show you actually how to use the Pom Pom maker. You're going to grab a small Pom Pom maker here. And if you guys have never used it before, it's super easy. You open one of the arms, grab your yarn, and you just begin wrapping around that curved arm. And you want to keep wrapping until it's nice and full. This is what's going to kind of give you that really cool, fluffy, round look to your pom-pom. And I have a thinner yarn here, so it's going to take me a little bit longer to wrap. Obviously, if you're using a thicker yarn, it won't take as long, but this guy is pretty thin. So I'm just going to keep wrapping. Get your arm workout in.
You're pretty good at that. Looks like you've done this before.
I'm like, all I do is make poms. Actually, I should say the other Megan was making a ton of poms earlier for some decoration, so her arm's probably pretty sore. All right, so now that that's nice and full, I'm going to end over on the right side of my pom-pom maker. I'm going to close it.
And then Does it click or anything, or you just...
Nope, just close it.
All right.
And then open the other arm, and same thing, just wrap. Keep on wrapping until it's nice and full. See how easy this is?
This is the easiest way to do a pom-pom.
I know there's other techniques and other methods, but the pom-pom maker definitely.
And they have different size pom-pom makers. So you can do larger ones or smaller ones, just depending on if you're doing it for a banner type of thing or garland like Megan's going to show us, or if you're doing the bunnies first.
Yeah.
We'll show you a smaller garland with the chicks right after. But just depending on what you're doing, you can choose which size maker you want to use.
All right, so you can see now this one's getting pretty full, so I'm just going to wrap a few more, and then I'm just going to close it And then I'm going to snip the end here. And then you can't, oh, maybe you can't see it. There's kind of like a little groove that runs along the top here. I'm just going to put my scissors in there. And I'm just going to snip.
You're still using your monster scissors.
I know.
There's the smaller ones here if you want them.
I think I learned my lesson. But no, I just love them. I don't know what it is about those scissors. But yeah, you can use smaller scissors. Makes it a little bit more manageable. So you're going to cut all the way down the little groove there. Then you're going to flip it over. And you're going to do the same thing. And I'm going to make sure that's cut. And I'm just going to cut. And then we're going to cut a piece of yarn. You want to make sure it's long enough to wrap around that pom. So we're just going to slide it in the groove. And this one does kind of make a little click noise. So you want to pull it nice and tight. And then you're just going to tie a knot there. And we'll do another one just for good measure. And then this is the fun part. Open up the arms on one side. Open up the arms on the other. And then pull it apart. And you are left with an adorable little pom. And I like to give it a little kind of rub there to kind of fluff it up. And then you're just going to go around and you're just going to take your scissors and you're just going to trim any kind of loose ends there. So we're just going to trim this up a little so you can kind of, make it a little more round.
I know we did these for a baby shower. It was Baby It's Cold Outside, and we did little snowball poms doing the same thing, different sizes, small and large.
Yeah, so there's a little pom, and I already did a larger pom. So I used my larger pom-pom maker to make the larger one, and I'm going to glue these two together to form the body of my bunny. So I'm just going to take that smaller pom, going to add a little glue to the back there. I'm like, why is my glue so dark? I don't know.
I was wondering the same thing.
And then I'm just going to glue it together. Going to kind of hold it to make sure it sticks. So we have our little bunny body there. I'm going to set that aside. And then I have a piece of white felt. I'm just going to fold that in half because I'm going to cut 2 ears. I'm just going to kind of start at the bottom and kind of go and like taper out to make them a little bit wider at the top. And then just kind of round the top. And then come back in so you can kind of see it's a little more tapered there at the bottom. Then I'm going to take my pink felt, same thing, fold it in half, and I'm just eyeballing this. I'm going to do the same kind of shape, but I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller because this is going to go on the inside of that white piece of felt.
We're all about the felt today.
I know, felt crafts. Love some felt. So now I'm going to glue the pink little ear here into the center of...
This is a great craft to do with your kids, or it can be used as decor for your table if you're having a party for Easter, or just make your house feel springy with the bunnies.
Well, you know how some people will like rent chicks and bunnies for Easter and like have their kids' pictures taken? Just make a bunch of these. You don't even need to rent them. Just make some fake ones. It'll be good to go. Okay, so now that I have the ears, I'm just gonna place a little bit of glue here towards the bottom and just fold it in half just to kind of give it that little bunny kind of shape, that little bunny ear shape. I'm going to do that to the other one as well. And then we're going to glue these.
I love that. Just a small little extra detail, because you could just keep it open, but that actually just makes it feel more like a real ear.
A real ear. You know, we're all about authenticity here. You want it to look real. All right, so now that those are glued, I'm going to grab my little bunny body here. I'm just going to kind of use my fingers to kind of poke a couple of holes here, if you will, in the top of the little head there. And then I'm just going to put some glue around the base of my ear. And then I'm just going to pop it into that little hole that I made, kind of press down, gluing that in, and then repeat that with the other one. See how easy this is?
It's so easy.
So easy. And then pop that one down in there. Make sure it's nice and glued.
I want to put one of these in Miles' Easter basket.
Oh, see? You could do that too. So many different uses for the Pom Pom Bunny. All right, and then this, hopefully you guys can see it. I'm grabbing, you could use felt. I just used seed beads, and they're the larger seed beads. And I'm just going to add a little, they're in black, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the back here.
Don't burn your finger.
I know, this is what happens. And then I'm just going to glue a little bead there for a little eye. And then repeat that with the other one. Like I said, if you don't want to potentially burn your fingers off, you could cut felt, but I like the look of the little beads. Hopefully you guys can see that. Little bead eyes there. And then time for the whiskers. I'm going to take some twine here. I'm going to cut, I don't know.
Just have some thin white twine.
Yeah, it's thin white twine. I'm going to take it, I'm going to fold it in half. This is quite large, but that's okay. And I'm cutting 2 of them. And then I have another little pink seed bead here. And I'm going to string that on. Let me see if this will fit. Bear with me. I'm sorry, I'm probably out of frame because I can't see, so I have to go close to my eyes. Okay, so I just put the bead on both of the little pieces of twine. And then I'm just going to add a little dab of glue somewhat in the center of my 2 pieces of twine there. And then I'm going to pull that bead all the way to the glue, just to kind of glue it in place. And then I'm going to trim down.
It's so cute.
Trim down the little whiskers. I'm kind of going at an angle so I get like the true whisker effect, if you will, right? If they like,
You could keep them long too.
you could keep them super long, that's right. It's all about the personality of your bunny, what you want.
Do different sizes, so you've got
Exactly.
different personalities.
All about the
bunnies.
character. It's all about the character. All right, so now that I have my little whiskers, I'm just going to place a little bit of glue on the back of that bead, flip it over, and then put it on my little bunny there. Tap, tap, tap. And then a little white pom-pom because it needs a tail, right? So a little pom-pom, add some glue in the back, and then place it on the back of your bunny.
Oh my gosh.
And there
So
you go.
cute.
You have a little, and then if you want, you can kind of like, kind of play with the ears
Put
a
the
little
ears
bit,
in.
give them a little character, but you guys can see that. A little pom-pom bunny in what? Like 5-ish, 7-ish minutes, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Little inspiration
Little
for the
inspiration.
spring Easter theme we have going on for the
Yeah.
challenge. Again, you can enter that in the Facebook event. If you go to facebook.com/blitzycrafts, just click on the first post. It'll get you to the event, and you can enter your spring and Easter crafts there for a chance to win $100 to spend on anything you want from Blitsy. So you can get a lot of stuff for $100
That's right.
at Blitsy.
And then if chicks are your thing, or you want bunnies and you want chicks, Claudia made this adorable little chick kind of like, I don't know, banner garland. And once again, I don't know what size she used. Maybe she used the same size as this one, but she just used some yellow yarn. I'll put it here on the little mat so you can see it close up. She used some yellow yarn, and then she just cut out little black felt eyes and a little orange nose, and then just strung it on some yellow and white baker's twine for an adorable
That's
little.
so cute too.
little
So
garland.
easy.
So cute. So you have your chicks and bunny.
So let's go to Emily, who's manning the chat, and see, is anybody crafting for spring and Easter yet?
I think there are going to be a lot of people making up these cute little bunnies and chicks. No one can handle how absolutely adorable they are. And just as I was saying on the last broadcast about how we show you guys these ideas, but you always come back with great ideas of like, oh, it could be used for this or this. Somebody had suggested it makes a great, like the bunnies could make a great placeholder or place card for your Easter brunch. Even do it with your kids. This is something you guys can all make together. This could even be like a little Easter version of Elf on the Shelf.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
that
many
is
great-
such a great idea.
So many great ideas from you guys. We love it when you share your ideas with us.
I love that idea.
That is so
actually.
cute. Like the Easter Bunny's watching, you better behave.
So I know people have different opinions on the whole Elf on the Shelf thing. Like, don't even get started because then you create this.
Yeah.
You have to do all these creative things. I did it this year, and it was like every now and then I would get a little crafty with it. But for the everyday, it's just like fun to move it. And Miles loved waking up and finding his elf. So it'd be cool to do. Where did the bunny hop to today?
Oh my God, so cute. Where did the bunny hop to? Yes. And obviously there are different sizes of the pom-pom maker. So you could make these, much larger if you wanted to, make a pom, about this big. You can make your bunny a lot bigger. That way it's a little more substantial. So if you wanted to move it around, it would feel more kind of like, the Elf on the Shelf, if you will.
Exactly. And I love the table setting idea,
Yeah,
too.
that
It'd be
is so
really cute. Put on
clever.
each plate with a little name tag.
How
I
cute
love
would that
it.
be?
So fun. Okay, so make sure you're getting your entries in on Facebook for the $100 gift card. And we're going to move on to our next topic. We have Heidi. It's Tuesday. So, of course, we have Heidi here. We're going to have her come in and share some yarn. Our yarn correspondent.
Yep. Look at this.
This is... I want to snuggle up in this.
Yeah. Obviously, you guys can't really see, but this is, like, so soft. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, this is a bulky knit throw blanket. So now that, well, the weather's kind of crappy in Chicago today, so this kind of gray, thick blanket is really good for the weather in our immediate vicinity. But this blanket, I've been kind of trying to switch to home decor type stuff with our knitting now that it's March and we're starting to think spring. But it's still, there's a little chill in the air, and this blanket would be a perfect porch accessory.
I love that idea.
My dogs are actually obsessed with this blanket. The puppy formerly known as Lulu, definitely spent some time with this blanket on our Instagram last week.
Yes, check out our Instagram. Not only do we have the challenge going on, but we have some really cute Wolf Wednesday photos from previous weeks, and last week it had this blanket with our new puppy.
Yeah, and so this blanket is made with 4 skeins of Bernat blanket, which is a super popular yarn, and for good reason. It is actually 100% polyester, which always shocks people when they actually touch and feel projects made with this.
So you can wash it then, right?
Yeah, you can wash it, and that's why I let this is like the one piece of knitting I let my dogs like lay on and touch. I made this blanket a year ago. There's a couple dog hairs in this actually, and it still looks great.
Yeah, it does.
I thought you just made it.
I did too. It literally looks brand new.
Yeah, it's a year old, and it still looks perfect. Like, it doesn't wear out at all. And so this would be a great beginner project because all you need to know how to do to make this is to knit and purl. And so how this is made is it's knit, there's 3, our frame isn't even big enough for how big this blanket is. But if you go to the ideas section of Blitsy, we should have a link below to the pattern for this. This is knit in 3 large rectangles on size US 50 needles. So last week's big cowl project, which is on the blog, was also on size 50s, those really big weapon needles I showed. So you can buy that set of needles and make that cowl and this blanket with just that pair.
Nice.
And so 2 of the panels are done all in knitting, and then the middle panel is done switching between knit and crochet to get the classic V's of knitwear.
So you do it in like panels. Okay.
So it's 3 rectangles, and then you sew them together.
Gotcha.
And then weave in the ends. Super easy.
Gotcha.
And speaking...
I'm going to tell the truth here. It sounds overwhelming to me. So for anyone else that sounds overwhelming for, let's break it down even further. Like, make it not overwhelming, because I'm like, whoa. And then sew it together, like, I don't know. So, like, to a kindergartner.
Right.
How does this come together?
All right. So 1 + 1 + 1 is 3. If we're talking about kindergarten.
Okay, following.
I like this.
Yes.
I can do basic math.
Yes. And so to make this, we have 1 bumpy rectangle, we have 1 smooth rectangle in the middle, and another bumpy rectangle on the side.
Oh, I didn't even realize that it was, okay.
Yeah.
See, I thought, just looking at it, the front was all this stitch, and then the back was this. I didn't realize it was like panel, or like.
Yeah, I can lay out and show you.
Okay, see? Okay, so see?
Yeah.
That's why I wanted
Kindergartners are understanding. Got it.
So
okay, now I see what. Okay,
right here
that
you
makes
can
sense
see the bumpy rectangle and the smooth rectangle side by side.
Gotcha.
So since it's just done in rectangles, you can just knit it flat. So those rectangles that we've been learning in all the tutorials just come together. 1 + 1 + 1 is 3, and you get the bulky throw.
So basically, like, the rectangle is like you're like crochet is knitting. You're knitting like a scarf because it's like a rectangle, so it's like the same kind of deal, but then you just make it a little bit wider, and then you sew them all together.
Yeah, it's literally just 3 scarves
Are
on
we
steroids.
understanding this, Katie?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're totally knitters now.
And to help you guys understand it further, we've got a brand new video to show you right now on how to work the purl stitch to take your knitting to the next level.
Awesome. Let's take a look.
The purl stitch is the second stitch you learn as a beginning knitter. Combined with the knit stitch, the purl stitch is a great way to add patterns to almost any knitting project. On my needle here, I have 10 stitches cast on for demonstration. You can see on this side of my work, there are these squiggly lines back and forth that almost look like garter stitch. But if you look at the other side of the work, you see all these little V's. So this is actually called stockinette stitch. It's the most common combination of knit and purl stitches in knitting. So on the right side of your work, you'll see these V's, and on the right side of your work, you'll knit. And the wrong side of the work, you'll purl. So let me show you how to work the purl stitch. We're on the wrong side, which we know because of all these squiggly lines. We're going to bring the working tail of our yarn towards us. Next, we'll grab our bare needle and insert it into the front of the first stitch on the left-hand needle instead of inserting to the back like we would if we were knitting. So we insert it forming an X in the front, wrap our yarn over, going toward ourselves and around, and we swing that yarn away through that first loop and sweep the first loop off our needles. Again, form an X going through the front of the loop, wrap your yarn around, swing it away. Bring your needle through the front, wrap, swing it away. Front, wrap, swing it away. And once you get used to this motion, just like with the knit stitch that we've already learned, this gets really comfortable and becomes like second nature. Now we're at the end of the row. And just like always, when we're working flat like this, we'll turn our work like we're turning the page of the book. And now we're back to the right side of our work. So on this side, we're going to knit, and on the wrong side, we will purl. So I just showed you how to work a knit stitch and a purl stitch combined to form stockinette stitch. You can knit purl stitch all by itself, but if you work row after row of just purl stitch, you'll end up with garter stitch, just like if you worked row after row of just knit stitch. So just keep that in mind as you continue to learn how to knit.
All right, so that's how to purl. A couple weeks ago, I showed you guys how to do the knit stitch, and now the knit stitch and the purl stitch combined, as you saw in the video, form that classic V look of all knitting projects.
I love that you're now like starting to combine the stitches together
Yeah.
to kind of advance
Totally.
the whole kind of knitting, crocheting process. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
the dots are starting to connect.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what everybody makes with these.
So you would truly call this beginner?
Beginner, absolutely.
That's amazing that
Yeah.
this would be a beginner project, because I would say that this is an amazing gift for anyone, for a new baby, for a new home, for Mother's Day,
Wedding.
for anything.
Yeah.
Because you can choose whatever colors you want, and it's super soft, and I love that it's easy and anyone can start doing it, just like the cowl you did. Like,
Yeah.
and you can use the same needles.
Yes, exactly.
Which makes it easier.
And the feedback I've gotten on this pattern, because it's been out in the internet world for like a year, what's awesome is that it looks really expensive, but it's not.
That's what we were saying. I said this looks like something you would buy at like a West Elm or something.
I was just thinking
like
that.
Pottery Barn or.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love that you can kind of create your own kind of high-end look, but obviously not spend the high-end price.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's pretty crazy that this is polyester, because I wish you guys could feel this, and obviously you can't really probably see how like kind of it has like kind of like a fluffy like Chanel
Well,
like or
and if you need a
Chanel,
blue
yeah,
pet
like,
blanket, we know that pets love this because all the dogs here have been going crazy, and your
Yes.
dogs love it.
Yeah.
I'm sure cats would be like all over this, like kneading on
Yeah.
it, like.
And really the trick, so one of the things, once you knit for a while, you might notice that bulky, like really thick yarns can be really expensive. The quickie yarn I showed you guys last week that you can get on Blitsy is an affordable option, but the secret to this blanket is that, you can probably see it if you look closely here, when you knit this, you actually hold 2 balls of yarn together at the same time.
so it makes it thicker.
Yeah, so normally this yarn only calls for a size 11 needle, but when you double it up and use that really thick needle, you get this yarn that's super affordable, and it gets this beautiful chunky look, and it's washable.
Yeah,
So that's
that's
the
the best
secret.
part, I think.
Yeah.
You can just throw it in the wash.
Yeah, and I've even used this as a rug.
Really?
Yeah, and it's really beautiful. I've got pictures of that I'll also put on the Blitsy Ideas section. And there's actually a picture of my dog, like, taking a
I've
nap
seen
on
that
it.
picture, yeah.
Like, if you can wash it, you can use it for a rug.
Yeah.
That's such a great idea. It's so versatile. I love it.
Yeah, and then since you knit it on such big needles, because I get asked for knit gifts constantly, it knits up pretty quickly, so it's not a hardship to put together, even if you do it smaller for a baby blanket.
Very cool. Thank you so much for sharing
Thank
with
you.
us. Can't wait to see what you come up with next.
I know.
I'm going to go take a nap.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually
Snuggle up.
Thanks, Heidi.
Jealous.
I'm actually curious if any of our viewers, if any of you guys have, knitted before, crocheted. Has anyone actually done a project similar to this? Yes, no? Emily?
It sounds like we do have some knitters here with us, but I know a lot of people have also, since we've been starting these tutorials with Heidi and she's been recording videos for our site, a lot of people have become really inspired to learn how to knit and have been following along. Someone said they're some of the best knitting tutorials I've ever seen. Heidi makes it really, really easy for you. I think all of our videos that we have with her they're all showing like one technique, and then you can put them together to learn how to make a project. They're all like under 3 minutes long. So it's really quick and easy, but we've got some great angles on there so you can see exactly what her hands are doing and exactly the movement that you need to make. If you were here with us last week, she showed off a bulky cowl. It's the same one that the puppy was wearing around her neck, that kind of yarn. That project is up on our blog today, and there's some videos in there with some new skills that'll teach you how to make the cowl, and she also teaches you how to read a knitting pattern. So that's all in there. I've linked it in the chat. I'll link it one more time. It truly is a beginner project. She says in the blog, like, I learned to knit when I was 8 years old, and I was like, I don't really know how many pieces of square, like, knitted things I need. But this is a real project that you can do with your beginning knitting skills.
Perfect.
Awesome.
I know, I love that we have people that are actually like, no, like, I've done this before, or I'm interested, I've actually been watching the videos and I'm learning. So we love that we're able to, teach you guys kind of a new skill that maybe you didn't have before, but you've just kind of been waiting for something or someone like Heidi to come by and actually take the time to slow it down and show you exactly how to do it.
How lucky are we that she lives right here in Chicago?
I know,
and can come
right?
share with us. So you can also check out Heidi's blog. It's handsoccupied.com. So she's got a ton of awesome information there too. So just want to throw that out there.
Throw it out there.
Okay, we're going to move on. This is something that we were trying to do in the 8 o'clock hour, but our sample didn't get here until just now.
That's right.
So this is actually something that can help you get organized. These are the Stufftainers. And I don't know if you guys have heard of these yet, but every time that we feature these on our site, they go like hotcakes.
Yeah.
And I had never actually seen it in person.
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't think
only
I have
seen
either.
them on the site, and I always see that they're selling out. And so I was like, what better day than today to see it in person
Yes,
and to share
right.
it with you guys. So I actually have the thick one here. And all it is a clear container that's perfect for storing your craft supplies. So
Perfect.
this sticker actually comes off. I left it on there so you could see it's
Yeah.
the Stampendous thick Stufftainers. And this is the thick size. It's perfect for your acrylic handles, for your thicker stamps. It's great for any stickers, paper, anything that you can fit in here. And what's awesome about it is that it's completely see-through. So you can actually
see exactly
see
what's in there.
in there.
Nice.
So at first glance, I was like, what would I put in here?
Yeah.
And first of all, I love the picture here. It's probably too small for you to see, but when you open this up, just pops right open. When you open it up, you can actually like do little compartments in here if you
Okay.
wanted, so you could put lots of different things in here. But my first thought was clear stamps. We are always
Super
trying to
easy.
find ways
Yes.
to store our clear stamps. So I grabbed a few of them, and you could, so I have a sheet of clear stamps here, and you could stack them on top of each other and fill them in so that you've got, all of them in here.
Yeah.
But what's really cool too is you can also just kind of stick them down on here.
Perfect. So any kind of loose ones you have.
Maximize your
Yeah.
space. So I'm just going to put a whole bunch of them down here to show you guys.
That's awesome. And
Look at how many are going to fit on here.
you're like, I can get a ton of stamps.
I can get way
Yeah.
more than if
Oh,
I'm doing this whole
absolutely.
thing. So once they actually are sticking down, and then you can flip over and you can see exactly what's in here.
Yeah, that's so cool. And I think, did I see on the front that these actually fit in like a magazine? Is it a
They
magazine
do.
holder?
It's perfect for those magazine holders that you buy. You can
Or
store
file
these.
holder? Is that
Yeah.
what it is? Yeah.
Like I wonder if we have one.
Like,
But
they're showing a picture. I don't know. It's probably too small. I don't know if you guys
yes,
can
that's
see that.
exactly
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. So you can stack them in there. You
Yeah.
can stack them on top of each other, and then you can easily see. I would probably start labeling them with our label maker, so
There you
I
go.
could just pull out exactly what I need. But I know that these are like one of the top items when we put them on the site. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I want to know if anyone has used these for storage, what they're putting in here, and if you have any other storage ideas, let us know. But
Yeah, 'cause
it's
I
so
think
simple, but
Yeah,
it's like a
you're-
really good product.
And it's one of those things that if you probably saw this on our website, you probably had no idea, you know, like what it was. Like, oh, what is just a weird clear? But now that you can see it in person, and obviously the fact that you can add your clear stamps, like Katie said, you can add any kind of supplies that you want to get yourself organized. It's like, no. Make sure you actually check this out now because this thing is amazing.
They have thick size, so this is the thicker one. They also have a thinner one. They're 8.5 by 11, so you
Yeah.
can put your 8.5 by 11 or smaller papers in here as well.
Scrap papers
Yeah,
that you don't want to
we
throw
always
away.
have scrap paper all over the place
All
and
over.
don't have a place to contain it. So we could put all of our scraps in here,
Yeah.
or just our, regular cardstock, things
Well,
like
I'm
that
looking
for
at the
card making.
thickness of this, and I'm wondering if you could like stack like washi tape.
Yeah,
You know, like, do,
absolutely.
like, rows of washi tape.
Absolutely, and then you can see the washi that's in there. That's a great
mhm.
idea. This one's definitely
washi
thick
tape
enough for that.
storage. Yeah.
So let's check in with Emily. Has anybody used these, or what storage ideas do they have?
It definitely sounds like the people that have used these are in love with them. They grab them every time they see them. They use them for, Krista said she uses large, does large mounted rubber stamps in hers. Lori B says thin ones are great for your stamp blocks. But it also sounds like there are some people that are using them for like office work and filing and like someone said they keep their taxes together in one. So it's a really great, it's clear. You can see exactly what's in there.
Yeah.
It's a great way to file things away and keep them together for year to year. So it's all just kind of, all your paperwork's contained and you don't lose anything. That's a great idea.
That's exactly the word that was coming to my mind, is contained, because a file folder, it's still kind of loose in there, and this actually snaps shut and everything is contained in there for
Yeah.
you. You can pull it in and out of drawers,
And
and
once again, you can see.
yeah, and you can see it. That's what I love too. You could even get crafty and like decorate this. If you
Well, it
wanted
looks
to.
like, is that ribbon up there tied on there? Or yeah, it looks like you can even tie some ribbon up there if you want to like add some color, because organizing can be fun, right?
Yeah,
Make it pretty. It doesn't have to
absolutely.
be boring.
I know it feels like we just, the new year, you feel like you want to get organized, and then it's like that kind of falls off the wayside, and
I
then it's
know.
spring cleaning. So
Spring cleaning, there
you're
you
all gonna
go.
have to start your spring cleaning. You need somewhere to put your stamps and all of your tools and supplies and stuff.
Right.
So I think these are a great option.
Yeah,
and
you've been given a second chance to get organized. So
Yes.
here you go.
Now spring cleaning, that's
right.
the excuse.
That's right.
Awesome. Okay, so let's move on to our next topic, which is actually Claudia is going to be doing a little demo to stay kind of on that Easter spring theme. Hopefully you guys are submitting your projects on the Facebook event, and if not, here's a little bit more inspiration
Yeah.
for you. So come on in, Claudia.
Like, what are you making for us today?
All right. So, hi everyone. Thanks for joining us again. I'm going to make a really simple bunny garland using envelopes that you probably already have lying around. I know sometimes you get boxes of stationery with cards and envelopes in them. And you could also use the cards as well, but if you have any stray orphaned envelopes, you can gather them and make it into a cute garland. So,
It always seems like I have envelopes when I don't need them, and then when I need one, I don't have one.
We have an overabundance of for some reason, of envelopes here, but no cards. Did you notice that? Which is probably why you decided to go
Yes,
this route.
exactly.
Like,
Let me
there's
use some of those.
we have
Yeah.
a ton.
a ton.
I'm just using plain white ones, but you can use any color that you'd like. And you just need envelopes and a pretty patterned paper. I have some fun brights here that look kind of Eastery. What I'm going to do is just fold the paper in half.
Those colors make me happy. It's so bright. I'm
Yeah.
just so excited about all the bright colors that are
I
coming
know,
back
especially
into our
because
life.
it's so drab out
I
here
know,
today.
I know.
And you can draw an ear, but I'm just going to freehand it here.
A little ear
You
with
guys are
character.
both eyeballers.
Yes.
Just eyeball it. I like to say it
ears.
brings some character. If they're different, it's character. It's character.
So then,
I have some glue dots. Here they
I like where this is going.
are. Super easy. You can use scrap paper that you have lying around. So
Yeah, really any
Yeah.
pattern paper or even solid paper
Solids.
Yeah,
would work.
that would work too.
yeah, I'll show you some that I made that just have solids. So then you just stick the ears on. I have little pom-pom here that you can pick up as well. I think it's linked below.
Love me some glue dots. They make everything so easy.
So you just stick the little nose
And
on.
if anyone is curious, these are the
Those are
the
Zots.
Thermoweb Zots. I saw zips.
I know, I'm like,
zips
I
and
started saying
Zots?
zips too. I'm like, what? Zip zats. Fine.
And so then the last thing is you just draw on some eyes. If you have googly eyes, you can use them if they're lying around. A little mouth,
Some whiskers.
some whiskers,
Oh my
and that's
God,
it.
So cute.
And I have some other ones that I made. Let's see here. So you can see that you can draw a variety of little faces.
They can each have their own personality.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And then what I did, what's cool is that you can just get a length of baker's twine or any kind of ribbon or twine that you like, and it'll actually
Perfect.
sit on there so that you can just hang them.
You don't even need any glue to do that.
No.
So easy because it's an envelope. I love
Those
it.
are so, cute.
clever.
Yes.
So clever.
cute.
So hopefully, out of one of these projects that these ladies have done, you've been inspired for Easter or spring crafting. I haven't been able to check the Facebook
know.
event yet, but hopefully there's some good entries. You have until noon to enter that challenge for the $100 gift card to Blitsy. And like I said, you can buy a lot of stuff.
That's right.
On Blitsy. with
$100 will go a long way, that's for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Yes.
sharing. Yeah. So Emily, what's happening over on chat? Do we still have people with us?
We definitely still have some people with us. We've even got like all of our new people that have joined us. Thanks for checking us out and kicking off National Craft Month with us. It does sound like a lot of people like, how cute was that? That was so easy. You still have all of your cards and envelopes lying around. That's such a simple thing to just grab, make a cute, quick little garland. You just put the envelope flap over the twine. You could even probably incorporate the cards of the envelopes into them, so it was more of like a one-to-one. I see like just a simple hole punch and swing the twine through, but I think people are gonna be making that one up for sure because it's so easy and everybody has scrap paper.
That's right.
It really is super easy. So no excuses. Enter the challenges. Win some money.
That's right.
Buy some
Come
stuff
shop
for
with
yourself.
us.
There's also still the chance to win the Silhouette Cameo 2, the touchscreen one, and that's in the Facebook event as well. So make sure you're introducing yourself on the welcome post so you're entered to win that.
And that's
So-
all you have to do is just introduce yourself.
I know. I think we made it really easy.
Really easy.
Really easy. Just to encourage crafting for National Craft Month and community to get all of you guys together and kind of chatting with each other. So I think that's the whole point of this, just to have some fun. So I think we have a winner to announce.
That's right.
Actually, before our next broadcast. So this is for the Lucky Challenge that we had during our 8 o'clock broadcast. Emily has the name of the winner. So Emily, who's the lucky winner?
The winner from our 8 o'clock broadcast, the Lucky Challenge, is going to be Maureen McDonough Rice. She says, I'm lucky to have family that's healthy in all mine, and she shared a great St. Patrick's Day themed card with us. So congratulations, Maureen. You are our first challenge winner of a $100 Blitsy gift card. Please email support@blitsy.com to claim your prize. Our next challenge that we'll be announcing at the end of our 12 o'clock broadcast, so you have until then to enter. Again, it's Easter spring themed, and I'm going to include the link to that post in the Facebook event one more time so you know exactly where to go to post your picture.
Congrats, Maureen.
Yeah.
And thank you for uploading and sharing what is lucky to you. So that's awesome.
So we still have the Easter Spring Challenge going on, and then there will be 2 more challenges.
Yeah.
12 o'clock and a 2 o'clock challenge coming up as well. So all day long, we're having fun here on Blitsy.com as well as in the Facebook event. We'll be back at noon
right.
Central Time for another broadcast that's actually going to be planner themed. So we're going to be talking all about planners and just kind of have a real conversation about this whole planning craze
That's right.
that's going on. So if you're interested in planning, or if you are like, what the heck is that about, you're definitely going to want to join us. That's again at noon Central Time. And we'll announce another challenge then.
Yeah, come have lunch with us. See some fun planner DIYs and some other fun products. So yeah, we'll see you guys hopefully at noon.
Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon.